get off the stage. It's just wrap up the one you're on, or if you got a quick one, just put it out. And thanks for coming out. That's the traffic jam motif. Yeah. All right. So we have our host tonight is gotta be like, if you gotta know this guy, you gotta love him. He's like my favorite next door neighbor type ever. Like, this guy's great. He's a good friend of the theater. Ladies and gentlemen, your host and MC, Mr. Tony Ford.
Oh, happy Tuesday, everyone! Yeah, clap it up, guys. Oh man, this is like the greatest night of my comedy life. It's my first time ever hosting. Ain't that nice? How can I compare that? I'm even more excited than when my children were born. Oh, that's not nice. Oh man, I am so excited and thrilled to be here. Let's just start off with some family humor, yes? I am the father of daughters. Isn't that nice? Nice little girls, which means I don't know how to make sons. Are there any instructions on how to make sons? I'd like to have one, not at the expense of losing my daughters, but I'd like to have a son. So is there like an extra thrust I need to do? Do I pull out too soon? I don't know. So, but that's just great. Let's just start, let's continue on with some insult comedy. Some insult comedy, guys. To get here today, I had to travel through the state of Indiana. Isn't that nice, the state of Indiana? And driving through the state of Indiana, you could do that day or night, it doesn't make a difference because there's nothing to see. In fact, there used to be a jingle, there's more than corn in Indiana. That's not true. There's soy. Insult comedy, guys. Insult comedy. Let's transition into some relationship humor. When I was single, I was historically very bad with women. Isn't that nice? Very bad with women. In fact, I went to my first grammar school dance and I asked 30 girls to dance with me. 30 girls said no. It was the only time in my life I was perfect. Oh, guys. But I ended up going to an all-boys Catholic high school. Isn't that nice? And the all-boys Catholic high school, they also they promoted heterosexuality by having dances. They threw a mother-son dance. Don't worry, guys. My mom said no. In fact, my dad kicked my ass for asking my mom. He said, ask someone else's mom. Oh my gosh. What else can I say about dating girls? A girl gave me the runaround once. Yes. And she couldn't shake me, guys. And she said probably the meanest thing you could say to a guy to get rid of me. She called me the N-word. She called me nice. You see what I did there, guys? You guys thought I was going to go one way? I went the other way. That's what we call in the business pulling out the rug from under you guys. Isn't that nice? Yes. Pulling out the rug from under you. But I did make my big breakthrough in life. I did get married to, isn't that nice? And my wife is a great woman. If there was ever such a thing as a Women's Hall of Fame, she should be in it. She married me so no one else would have to. How can I say? She supports me, isn't that nice? She supports my comedy. In fact, you remember the funeral I was at last week? People were saying, Tone, we're sad, we know, but can you get our mind off these things? Can you tell us how your comedy's going? And my wife jumped in and said, you suffered enough. She supports me, guys. I don't believe in divorce, isn't that nice? Because I don't believe people should live happily ever after. My wife, she buys me nice presents. Isn't that nice? I get nice presents from my wife. In fact, recently she bought me a trial membership to an MMA gym. An MMA gym. Basically, guys, she's paying for people to kick my ass. In fact, it's not really a gym, guys. It should be called the Cobra Kai Dojo. With their mean sensei, strike first, strike hard, take no mercy. In fact, I went to the dojo, and I decided I was going to try Muay Thai kickboxing. And sensei said, "You don't know one thing about Muay Thai kickboxing, do you?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Tell me what the highest level of Muay Thai kickboxing is." And I said, "Pad Thai?" I tried Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu too. Isn't that nice? Clap it up for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They were pretty much choking the comedy out of me, guys. That's what they were doing. So we went through the relationship humor. Let's do some blue comedy, guys. Blue comedy. Yes, blue comedy, guys. Claire, and I know there's women in the office, but the guys in the office are going to be mad at me when I say this. But I found the cure to a hardcore porn addiction. Isn't that nice? Yes. It's called softcore. It's the methadone we've all been looking for. Guys, when I was single, I paid $300 for a hand job. Isn't that nice? It was one expensive manicure. More blue comedy, guys. I was going to talk about blue comedy. Well, let's transition to some dark comedy now. Yes. Let's cover the gambit, guys. Dark comedy. I'm not afraid to die. Isn't that nice? Not afraid to die? I'm afraid to die at work because no one's going to say I died doing what I liked. Dark comedy. So we go from dark comedy. Let's do some shock comedy. Yes. Shock comedy, guys. I have some stipulations on shock comedy. I won't make fun of religion. Isn't that nice? We don't make fun of religions. Right? If I make fun of Christianity, what's the worst that could happen to me? I get forgiven. I make fun of Judaism, I get fired. I make fun of Islam, I get beheaded. Ooh. Shock comedy, guys. Here's something that I'm going to offend you with. I'm voting for Donald Trump. Isn't that nice? Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm voting for Donald Trump simply so we can have the hottest first lady in history of in comedy? Yes, in comedy. I want the hottest first lady in the history of first ladies, okay? Finally knocking off one Mary Todd Lincoln. You didn't think you'd hear a Mary Todd Lincoln joke today, did you? When was the last time you heard one of those? 1882. I'm not going to really vote for Donald Trump. I'm just teasing. What else? No, so we went from political, but I really don't do political humor. No political humor. Ain't that nice? Why? Because no one's going to believe a word I say. I look like the establishment. Guys, I'm ugly. Isn't that nice? In fact, I was such an ugly child. How ugly were you? I was so ugly that people often thought I was a girl. Thus making me the first transgender. And possibly one of the first hipsters, so. In fact, the last thing I want to end with is I'm potty trained. Isn't that nice? Yeah. In fact, I'm potty trained. I was using the bathroom at work today, and I beat one guy to the bathroom, and he said, "Are you doing 1 or 2?" And I said, "I'm doing number 3." And that's when a man pees sitting down. Thus solving the transgender bathroom issue. Are you guys ready for some comedy, guys? Yeah. All right. Let's bring up our first comic of the night as we look back.
Oh, yeah?
This guy I like because he's a colleague of mine in the real world. He's an engineer and a very, very funny man. One Mr. Derek Raff, everyone.
Keep it going for Tony. Yeah.